look at it, it is well inside. When you pick up the shield at first, you will think, oh, yeah, light. It's not that light. It's the weight of most of the other ones around here. But because the hand is sunk so far into, the weight is actually sitting on top of my hand. It has a very nice balance to it. It's a very different thing. The list is long. You have advantages and disadvantages here. Now, where we talked about conserving energy and trying to remain more static with a full-size heater shield, rounds tend to be more active. The more you play this into you, your legs are open. The more you have this out, you cut that angle down, you don't have to move so far to block your legs. The longer you have that out there, your shoulder muscles are good. They get tired after a while. You start to feel the weight of it. This is why when you watch me fighting, you'll see I fight, we disengage, I drop the shield down. I let it relax, I let it go loose. Engage, you come back in. It's up, it's ready, it's there. Handles. This one has an oval-shaped handle so that I know where center is. Something that often happens with these, you will have people trying to push it to try and table it on you and open you up. I like to know where center is. All I need to do is straighten up my grip on it. See, he pushed it there. Now, by the same standpoint, I can also do much the same thing. You can't do this with a heater. I can lift that up and take a leg. I can be very, very active with it. Be careful against your opponents with body if you try this. You don't want to be in their face. You don't want to be against body. Try and stay on the sword, on the shield, but try and stay off of your opponent as much as possible. Accidents happen, but be courteous to each other.
So, just a quick reminder about contact. Sorry. Bordeaux, I'll explain it myself. Shield is allowed to contact shield and weapons and baskets. Shield to body contact, when it's actually directed contact, is not allowed. I cannot come up and do this to Lord Lee. If my arm, you're going to walk in my elbow. If my arm's out here and he puts it out there and I'm moving against it, this is okay. He can't hit into my elbow. This is not allowed.
If I place it there, it's his own fault if he decides to do something against it.
Ow. See? Okay. This is to prevent actual shield to body contact. Is everybody clear about that? Sorry, go ahead.
Okay. I see rounds here that are center grip. You will see Barrowbrand is fighting with a center grip using actually almost a heater shape to it. I don't like corners myself. My style of fighting, I tend to throw through these points. You'll see again mine is oval. The side point is narrower. I like to have this for myself for legs. If I need that extra width, I'll take it. I actually turn this quite a bit as I'm fighting. You'll see again, I come back for the block. I can take that extra length just by simply turning it. It is usually a very active format. Out and follow. You will see I can fully block. You will see me block and throw a shot at the same time. Happens quite often and starts to happen naturally without thinking about it after a while. This shield is almost a touch too large for it. I sometimes get stuck doing it. It's really terrible when your shield is here and you can't get it back.
Can you show the comparison to normal heater blocks?
Yeah. So heater blocks, usually you have shield leg forward and you have a limited range on how far you can go. Your hand on a heater is going to give you about that much reach. You'll see I get a lot more reach off of the corners with mine out. I have a lot more range with it. The biggest reason in my mind, and people will disagree with me on this, that most heater fighters fight with their sword leg back and their shield leg forward is because they can't make that reach. This leg is protected when they have a heater. I have this. I have full mobility. I also now pick up quite a bit more range on my stick. I've heard people say, wow, you must have long arms, or wow, you long stick. It's the difference in the footing. Yeah, instead of my shoulder being here and here. Big, big difference on it. Questions?
Yes. The corner, because you don't have corners, it can also be used against you.
Yes. Absolutely. There's pros and cons on both sides of this, and a lot of it will come down to you and your fighting style and what you want to be. If you want to be active, hiding behind a heater is probably not good for you. If you want to find a spot and defend it, this isn't what you want to have in your hand.
Move to Ansty or Callantyre and they'll give you a barn door.
Yeah.
Good. So, excellent. Next, we're going to talk about a